Hi everyone, it's Sheila from Longarm Love, and I want to get you started on couching and loading your yarn into your foot. I hope this is a pretty good view. I have the medium size Handiquilter foot on. Handiquilter sells a set of 3. This is the medium size, and the yarn I would start with, I would just go to Walmart and buy this Red Heart Super Saver yarn. It works great in the medium size foot. And I have a navy yarn here so you can maybe see it pretty easy. I have my thread is So Fine thread on the top and the bottom. That's what I tend to use usually. Sometimes I use monofilament thread, and I'll talk about that later in a different video. You want to pull your bobbin thread up like you're getting ready to quilt. My hands are bad, so it's hard for me to do that. But I will get it up. You'll learn that I have lots of patience. There it is. It's kind of long, that's why. I'm going to take a couple stitches to lock my thread. Make sure your machine is off. You want to take a lot of yarn out of your skein. Just have it loose. Sometimes I run it up over my handlebars of my machine, one handlebar, to help keep any loops out of it. And then you want to put it behind the needle and give it a little tug like that. And then take a stitch, a couple stitches, and then you're going to pull it aside and put your finger on these threads, and then see the yarn is coming through, and you just pull it and then tug on the yarn and it'll come through. And then just take this extra back, get that out of the way, and then what I do is I take a couple stitches right there, and then you're ready to go. I have it loaded. Hi everyone, so I have it loaded now, and I'm going to continue on. You want to start your machine, and then you just move your machine like you're quilting and watch the yarn go through. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I'm holding the camera so you can see. You just want to keep your yarn loose off of your skein. Whenever it starts to get tight, then stop your machine and pull some more out of the skein. And I have it up over my handlebar here, so it helps keep the loops out of the yarn, because if you have a loop that is here, like a little loop like that, it could try to feed through your foot and it's going to jam it. So when I have two hands, not holding my camera, I usually hold the yarn and have it feed through my fingers to keep it from looping. But it does help to put it over the handlebar. So I pulled some more yarn out, and we'll continue on. Whoops, my machine's not started. There we go. And it's just as easy as that. Just put some fabric on your machine, layer it with batting, and then just give it a try. I'm going to show you next how if you want to change yarn. So this is where I'm going to stop, and I'm going to get my scissors. And what I'm going to do is cut my yarn right here. And then I'm going to just continue sewing that down. So that's sewed down. And I'm going to back up. And then I'm going to stop my machine. And I'll load my next color on. So what I did was I cut my yarn, my navy yarn, and then I put my red yarn behind the needle, gave it a tug, pulled the yarn through. So the red yarn is now through my needle, and I'm just going to start sewing. So the tail's right there. Let me see where I can get it there. So the tail's sticking up, so I can just go back over it and stitch that down. So now it's stitched down, and I can just keep on quilting. I hope you're not intimidated by the couching foot. I was. I had my couching foot, the set I had for 6 months before I ever put it on my machine. I was kind of afraid to put it on. I was afraid I was going to break something, jam something. The most that can happen is your yarn gets stuck underneath your couching foot. Just slide your scissors under there and cut it out and start over again. It's just like quilting. It's that easy. The hardest thing to learn is to load your yarn through the foot. Then just have fun. So I hope this helps you. Bye.